if you're seeing this, then this is your new moon in Leo message. We have a new moon in Leo here for us. This is on August 4th, 2024. So if you are seeing this around that time, welcome. If you have seen me before, welcome back. If you have never seen me before, hi. My name is Lara, and we're going to be just sort of taking a look at a focus for us for this full moon that's happening in Leo. There's also a lot going on astrologically already, and a lot more that's going to be happening. So we'll be talking a little bit about that, and looking at some oracle cards, tarot cards, and specifically looking at what our focus is, and then also what gift we are going to receive under this full moon, and what gift we are being asked to give, or gift that we can give. And yeah, we'll see what she has to say. So like I said, August 4th is the new moon. And if you're seeing this around that time, great. If not, that it doesn't really matter, actually, because time is not linear. So you can trust that whatever messages are here, these are messages meant to find you when you need them. And also, these are general readings. So this is actually one of 4. This is the reading for air signs. So if you are a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, whether that's your sun, your moon, your rising, this could be any other planetary, any other planet or anything else in your chart, if you're looking at a certain area, or you could just be resonating with air sign energy. So, we are all very complex beings, and at the end of the day, all of these elements reside in us in some way or another. So, because we're everything. So, yes, so welcome. But yeah, we'll be talking about air sign stuff for this one, and actually, I have like a scratchy throat. I wonder what that means. But also, I'm gonna go get a glass of water, so give me 1 second. Okay, great. So that could just mean that my throat was scratchy, or it could inform a little bit about what we're gonna talk about today. So we'll see. And yes, okay. So let's talk a little bit about the astrology. I'm very excited because I already picked up one of my decks. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about the astrology. Not only is it a new moon in Leo, new moons are new beginnings. This is the new beginning of a lunar cycle. We are in Leo season. So Leo is like very heart-centered, bold, courageous. Leo is the lion, right? The king of the jungle, right? And, big cat energy. So this new moon, right, already is in Leo, is informing us of new ways of stepping into ourselves in a very heart-centered way. Because if your heart's not in it, then why are you doing it? Really? I mean, unless that's what you want. But if you're here, it may indicate that you are someone who wants to be more heart-centered. So this is really great energy to work with. This is also, new moons are great for manifestation, clearing away what hasn't worked, and bringing and setting new intentions to be followed through over the next cycle. Excuse me. Not only do we have this new moon, but we also have Mercury going retrograde, either on the same day or the next day. So this is either the 4th or the 5th. A lot of people get nervous with Mercury retrogrades. Mercury retrogrades are a time for introspection. It's a time, retrograde is, or retrospective, looking back at what you've been through, what works, what doesn't work, and what sort of patterns and dynamics are you going to continue to be a part of? Are you going to play out? A lot of time, people are always like, oh, like your ex is going to text you, don't text them back, right? Like, and that's exactly why. Mercury energy also is a lot about communication. So this is like really analyzing the ways we communicate, our thoughts. So yeah, it's interesting energy. And Mercury, I think, is retrograding in Virgo and then moving into Leo. So is that right? And then something. Yes. So there's also like elements of like with Virgo energy, detail oriented, in order to move ourselves into this like heart-centered place of authenticity, really, and shining our light. So that's like a lot already. Mercury retrograde usually lasts a couple of weeks, and then there's like there's shadow periods going in and shadow periods going out. I've already had some very Mercury retrograde-y things happening. But also we have other planets that are retrograde. We've been talking about Saturn being retrograde in Pisces, Neptune being retrograde. Those are larger planets. They're further out, so they will retrograde a lot longer. We'll be dealing with that energy a lot longer. This is, there's things going on with the North Node, North and South Node. So we're also being asked to look at our dreams. Maybe we haven't been dreaming big enough. That's something that I very recently learned. And here I was thinking I dreamed pretty big, but apparently no, we're going bigger. So, it's a lot of energy going on. On top of all of that, we are also within the Lionsgate portal. And the Lionsgate portal peaks 4 days after this new moon in Leo, on August 8th. That's the 8/8 portal. It's very, very important to me personally, but also it's very important. This is a huge, not only with the new moon, but also with all of this energy. So the Lionsgate is when Sirius, which is our spiritual sun, aligns with our sun, within our solar system. I believe that's what it is. And a lot of like downloads are available to us, a lot of healing, manifestation. It's just like a really, really, really potent time. So if you were ever paying attention, now's the time, is what I'm saying. So yeah, so that's everything that we're working with. What do you say we just go ahead and get into it? I have a few decks I'm going to be working with. I have for our new moon energy, because the new moon is like when it's dark, we don't see anything. I really love to use my Dragon Path Oracle deck. So I'm going to be pulling a dragon to guide us in to our reading. Then I'll specifically be looking right at our focus, the gift to receive, the gift to give. And then I also have another Oracle deck. It's called the Moon deck, just to kind of like offer last pieces of advice, how we can actually ground and embody and work with this energy. So, all right, so let's do it. So let's go ahead and ask, who is available for us to guide us? My air signs, all my air signs coming, all those resonating with air energy, what dragon guide is here to guide us under this new moon? Please and thank you. Oh. Oh, there we go. Wow, okay. Okay. Hern. Okay, interesting. So this is our dragon Hern for air signs. Hern, interestingly enough, is I think associated with like earth god energy. So I have a little booklet for it, but I love, yeah, because he's in the forest. He also has sort of like, it almost looks like stag horns. So it's giving that, that sort of energy. But let's look and see what it is. There we go. Hern, it is time to reevaluate to slow down your fast-paced life. Well, if that's not Mercury retrograde, then I don't know what the hell is. You know what I'm saying? Woo! All right. The Earth Dragon, Hern. Oh, wait, here. Let me do this. Okay. There you go. Can you see? Okay. The Earth Dragon Hern is connected to nature and everything within the natural world. The rocks, the earth, the trees, and the plants, the animals, and the birds. He advises us that we would do well to remember that we too are part of the seasons, the Earth's rotation, and of Mother Earth herself. He reminds us that everything is cyclical and draws our attention to how out of sync we are now with the Earth's natural rhythm. Even our internal body clocks are out of kilter. We couldn't imagine life without our smartphones, being connected to the internet, social media, 24/7 TV. But all of these things act as distractions, which stop us from delving into ourselves, finding our own internal patterns, reconnecting with ourselves, and in turn, with the natural rhythm of our planet. Hern says, you may celebrate May Day, Halloween, Christmas, and other festivals, yet you forget the real essence of what they truly signify. They are a celebration of the turning of the seasons, of the earth's bounty, and you are out of step with these things. It is time to reevaluate, to slow down your fast-paced life, for you are constantly spinning on your axis. Yeah, because air energy. You're just blowing in the wind, baby. Constantly spinning on your axis rather than interweaving with the earth's beautiful tapestry. Make time to look at the trees, watch the waves, listen to the bees. Your body and mind require time to replenish and reboot, to use a popular human term. He also emphasizes that nothing lasts forever. Things such as human love and life, he says, wax and wane like the moon. They are forever changing. They follow the natural cycle of birth, life, death, and rebirth. Ooh, I love that. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense. The first thing that I got reading that for you was... you need a vacation, baby? That's just like the first thing that I got is like really slowing down, taking time out, actually being in nature. Perhaps not a full vacation. You know, I know, like for me, I haven't even been to the beach yet. And it's August. So, right, like for me, that's like, go to the beach, bitch. Something. But yeah, taking time to slow down. It sounds like, especially with Mercury retrograde, it's going to be a good time for you to slow down. And that's what Mercury retrograde, whether or not you get away, that's what it's going to encourage you to do. So, I could also see over this new moon, Mercury retrograde energy, don't be surprised if like your attempts to continue, like, you know, being that very like untethered air energy. If like, I wouldn't be surprised if there were like things forcing you like away from work, or maybe technology problems, right? That are sort of like forcing you to disconnect from this world here, this mental realm, right? And bring yourself, just really slow down and sort of like turn the volume down. Turn the volume down is significant for some reason. You would know. Because you would know. I think that's another thing I forgot to mention. These are general readings, so these may not be super specific to your situation. We're taking a look at overall energy for everybody who's seeing the video. But this energy, these patterns, these themes, they all manifest in many, many different ways for many different people and across many different areas of your life. So, you know, take what you like, leave the rest. You know what's for you. If as long as you're here with us with an open heart and an open mind, and a willingness to be willing to face the truth for yourself, you'll be fine. Sounds easy enough, right? Okay. Anyway, that being said, okay, Hearn guiding us in. All right, so what is our tarot going to say? I've got my tarot deck here. I'm going to give a little shuffle. I'm going to pull 3 cards for us. And we're going to see what our focus is with gifts. What focus is here? First card, thank you, for my air signs. Ooh. Wow. Okay. All right. Thank you. That's amazing. What gift is here to be received for my air signs? Thank you. And then is this also to be given? Okay, great. Thank you very much. So we've got our cards. Okay. Great. Let's take a look. What do we got? Ooh. Turning over cards. Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Let's start where we always start. We're going to start with a shadow card at the bottom of the deck. This is representing the energy within our subconscious. So this is what is in control, whether or not you're aware of it. We have the World card. A whole new world, right? So this is huge opportunity here. Not only is it a new moon, but this is like very significantly symbolic of closing of cycles. I see this too as a portal, because with every ending is a new beginning, and this person is literally stepping into a new chapter. Like, look how happy and wonderful and beautiful we're moving forward, new adventures. The major arcana, there's 21 cards of the major 22 cards, sorry, of the major arcana, starting with 0 and ending with 21. So the world is at the end, because you can see this is 21. The beginning is the Fool with 0. So once we walk through here, we begin again as the Fool. This is also symbolic of karma, reincarnation, things like that, like learning this, new adventures, learning new ways of working through the things that we need to work through. So this is like hugely significant. Underneath that, we have the Hierophant in reverse. This is signifying to me, this is a lot about you really learning how to trust yourself before you're trusting other people. This is not following someone else's path that they have lined out. This is about you paving the way, perhaps even paving the way for other people, perhaps, but certainly doing it for you. And then we have the Chariot energy in reverse behind, with the Five of Pentacles. So maybe it's felt like this has been a really slow moving process. Maybe you felt you've been perhaps moving in the wrong direction. You've not felt a lot of balance, and you've been working through these feelings of not being good enough, feeling like you don't have enough, lack, scarcity, victim mindset. This has been a long process where you've been really forced to slow down and look at this stuff. This is all by design, because it has been about your spiritual journey in creating your own path, finding your own way in the world. You're not meant to do this like anyone else. But it's been a pretty arduous process because of feeling forced to slow down. So maybe that's resonating for you. So what do we have as far as our focus? Our focus is our confidence or lack thereof, or the ways in which we are continuing to give our power to other people and not stand as our own beautiful, radiant self. This is huge Leo energy, by the way. Also, you'll notice the rainbow in the skirt here, that, you know, I'm really seeing all of that here as well. We have this in the reverse position. So under this moon, what we're working with is it's still highlighted how what am I trying to say? I think we're highlighting the ways in which we continue to make ourselves small. Clearly, there's been a lot of work around it, but this is really, I think, feeling like the last leg with the world. Like this is a card of completion as well. It's part of you, you know, finding your own way is being really confident in yourself and trusting yourself. That you have your best interest in mind. You are the one taking the best care of you. But there have been these, you know, story lines embedded into your system that make you feel not enough, basically. Like that's the long and short of it, of what I'm seeing. So I don't know if that focus is resonating for you. So then what does that mean? Ooh. Hello, hello. Another disruption. That's interesting. Okay. Let's keep going. That's all right. We can get disrupted, but we're gonna keep going. So the gift for you to receive is the Eight of Swords in reverse. So under this moon, there's a lot of releasing happening around all of this. I think cord cutting will be beneficial for you at this time. Meditations, rituals, visualizations, however you do it, shower, however you do it. I think this is, this is representative of getting a new perspective and realizing that you are not in the upright position. We're sort of trapped in this feeling like we are restricted, but the reality is that we're not. But this is where our focus is. So when we have this in reverse, we're actually getting above these things, these restrictions, limiting beliefs that have stripped away our ability to trust ourselves. Stripped away our confidence. Maybe you never had confidence in the first place. It doesn't matter. I mean, I think it's pretty inherent in children, up until a certain age. But anyway, my point is, the gift is a lot of release. And in that release, here's the thing, is that the gift to give, in order to receive that release, is the Queen of Swords in reverse. So, and interestingly enough, we've got a lot of sword energy around what your gifts are, 2727 on the timer there. But the focus is this like Leo energy that's not right. Like your heart center isn't radiating the way that it could be. So the gift to give as the Queen of Swords in reverse, what this is telling me is that the critical voice in your head, giving more of that away. The remaining disconnected from the heart-centered space. I feel like there's a tendency to overthink, overanalyze, and then that creates like, this Queen of Swords as like an inner critic. Just really mean inner voice. Like that is what we're giving up in order to find this release from the restrictions, because this is the voice that's telling you that these things that you want are not possible, achievable, you're not good enough. So this feels for me as like an ultimate sacrifice of really like, if you haven't already been working on this, this is like a huge undertaking of a process. Oh my gosh. I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode to film, and I'm getting calls and I'm like, stop. So that's another huge disruption here. That makes me think that like, that is more disruption. I think there's going to be a lot of disruptions coming at you. So let's just prepare for that. But also trusting that these disruptions are here because you're working on this confidence. Just because disruptions happen or things don't feel like they're going your way doesn't mean that you can't still be totally confident in yourself and trust yourself. Making these disruptions, I think, are really part of the gift of just forcefully pulling you out of where you are in your head with these critical voices, feeling, needing to release these restrictions and, sort of like ripping you out of bad situations, and remembering the way to work with that is by really connecting into the earth, interconnectedness, slowing down, bringing yourself back to yourself. Okay. So that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm not even going to lie to you. But as an Aquarius rising, I'm here with you. If it makes you feel any better. This is exactly it's such a big part of what you're here to do. Like, don't listen to these voices that are holding you back anymore. All they're doing is keeping you stunted. But the thing is, you see the ways in which these voices are continuing to dim your own light. Right? Like it wasn't enough that it was other people, but now we're really looking at the ways in which you have been conditioned to do it to yourself, and it's time to be done. Okay? We're done. So, all right, let's really quickly, let's close out with our Moon Deck Oracle card and see if there's any advice or any last bits of wisdom that we have for our air sign energy, all those coming in the collective to this video, the collective of those coming to this video. There, oh, you got 2. Great. All right, so the first one sort of interestingly enough, fell a little separate from my other cards here. But it says, with a steady mind, I am connected to our collective experience. Like, what have we been talking about? And then, what's our other one? This one fell directly on the... Girl! I love myself completely and unconditionally. Connect in, right? Slow down. Love yourself. Loving yourself, accepting yourself as who you are, which is also okay if sometimes it's not like the most confident thing. But that's how you build that confidence. That's how you begin to trust yourself or begin again or whatever. Wow, that's crazy. I feel like that kind of just hits the nail on the head. It's like, there you have it. Exactly, like, steady the mind, connect in, utilize earth energy to help ground you as an air energy. It's really easy to just be like, so you like bringing that energy into the earth, and embodying complete and unconditional love for yourself. You're fine. Okay, so that's it. That's what I've got for your new moon in Leo messages. I hope this was helpful. Again, if it was, please leave me a comment. Let me know, because I'd love to hear about it. And also in the description box below this video, there's all kinds of information, how to work with me. There's more about what I do. If you have questions about what I do, you're welcome to reach out. I would love to get a conversation going. Okay, well, that's it. And have a happy new moon. This is huge energy to work with. But you got this. You've got this. You know how. You just got to do it. So I will see you on the other side. And take care.